Hey guys, and welcome to today's video where we are doing predictions for E3.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so today on this incredibly hot and humid day, which is ridiculous here at the minute.
We're suffering. Like,
Yeah.
It's been like that for the last couple of days, right?
Yeah. I like not sleeping, I cannot sleep in the nights. And like, I showered earlier and already I am like soaking.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
Because last night I was like, obviously, like I was in bed. I was like, oh my god, guys, can I take my skin off? Because it's just so hot.
It is.
Like it's just.
Well,
Ridiculous.
I had my window open because it actually did rain at one point.
Yeah, it was thunder and lightning.
Yeah, which was really welcome. And then I had foxes outside crying. And I don't know if you've heard foxes like, ow!
Ow!
No.
As they do, though, right?
No, they're like full on baby noises.
Oh, no
like,
way.
They sound like a baby crying, but like in terms of pitch, it's like 50 times higher.
Wow.
It's like, "Ah!" It's like, oh my god, shut up." Or maybe it was babies, who knows? Maybe there's just babies outside wrestling or something.
You're welcome to that fox impression, by the way. That's
Yeah.
that's gonna be a meme.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
And if you start that,
Yeah, that's a meme that I start. But yeah, enough about that. Today,
we'll talk about what we think is going to be
E3.
shown at E3. I've written some notes, but
I've got mental notes.
Yeah, well, because like last night I was like writing notes, thinking, right, okay, well, we're going to talk about what I think might turn up or might not. And some of the stuff that I wrote down has pretty much already been announced.
Yeah, this morning, I'm just hearing from Scott now, this morning, because I've I've literally just come home and gone straight to doing this. Apparently there's been quite a few things announced already and shown this morning. So, if I say stuff, you can correct me as well and tell me that it's already happened.
Okay, cool.
Because you've already just told me that one is.
Yeah, sure.
So, predictions.
Should we start with Microsoft? Because you're not too...
Yeah, you go ahead. I don't have an Xbox, and I don't really pay much attention to Microsoft, so...
I have both
the
consoles.
floor is... Well, the camera is yours.
Yay! Okay, so, I mean, obviously, Gears of War 4 is their big thing this year.
Okay.
They kind of showed it off last year, and it was kind of like a big thing. They've had a beta now, which was excellent. So they're probably going to show gameplay footage of the story, maybe a story trailer, pre-order bonuses, things like that, and a release date. I think they might have already given a release date, actually, but I wrote that down just in case they haven't.
Okay.
Sea of Thieves, that's kind of gone...
Pirate?
Yeah, it's...
Oh, was that the one you told me about before?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. They kind of like... It's been announced for the last 2 years, they've kind of shown bits and bobs, but they haven't really done much with it. So kind of this is the year they really need to
show something solid.
Yeah, and release it and stuff, because otherwise people are just going to lose interest, and it's going to be one of those things people are going to go, oh yeah, I kind of remember that, and not buy. Same really with Cuphead. I remember I showed you that before, where it's like the...
Oh yeah, that looked really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And that's
actually looked
probably
really cool.
my most anticipated game this year so far. That hasn't obviously been released yet. But yeah, that looks really cool. They haven't shown a release date. I think I remember them going back to the drawing board at one point, because they showed it off and it was just all boss battles and people wanted platforming stuff as well.
Okay.
So they kind of went back to the drawing board and put some platforming things in as well. So that's why it hasn't been released yet.
Okay.
Halo Wars 2, they kind of teased that last year. So they need to kind of show that off, maybe release a beta or something. I think they might show that off.
I know that Halo's like the big Xbox.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've had Halo 5 now, and they'd be kind of stupid to show off Halo 6, because, I mean, they'll kind of take away from Gears, and that's their big thing this year, so...
Right, okay.
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption, this is what I was saying to you about.
Yeah, this is something I was going to predict, because obviously it would have been PlayStation as well. I was expecting potentially for Red Dead Redemption 2 to be announced.
Yeah.
And you might as well tell them what you've now read this morning.
Yeah, well, because I was going to say I thought they were going to do Red Dead Redemption with backwards compatibility for the Xbox One, and then maybe show off a teaser for 2 to be released next year. But it looks like today they've kind of...
So have they just announced it, or have they given...
There's no trailer or nothing, but yeah, apparently they've come out and they've said it will be at E3. So they've they've said it's coming out.
So they've said basically that they're going to show it.
Yeah, so it's been said that it's going to be at E3.
Oh, okay.
So
That'd be cool.
I mean, that's a prediction. Is that a prediction?
Well, technically that prediction's already right then, because we were both going to say that. Because the stuff that you've written down was prior to you finding this out, right?
Yeah, exactly. So all of this was when I was in bed, couldn't sleep because of the heat, and I just thought, I wonder what would be there, and I kind of put a list of what I thought.
So do we reckon they'll show it off during a separate thing, or with Microsoft or Sony?
Well, because I kind of thought that maybe if they did a backwards compatibility thing with Red Dead, it'd be that's the prime time of 2. But I mean,
when Microsoft should say no.
Yeah, it could be either. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at either, because PlayStation,
had this. It's Rockstar, right?
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
So they don't have their own conference.
No.
So they would have to do it through Microsoft or Sony. So they might even do both, because sometimes you get you get something shown on both. Like Assassin's Creed normally, I know they're not doing one this year, but normally that ends up being shown on both things anyway, because they show off 2 different trailers.
Yeah, with Assassin's Creed as well. It's not out. It's not one this year, is there? But they might show something that.
Yeah, they could show something they're working on. But they're not releasing one.
No. But
we'll get to Ubisoft.
Yes. Crackdown 3. They teased that last year. Have you ever played the Crackdowns?
No. What's that? Fighting?
No.
Sounds like fighting. Yeah.
Crackdown is like it's online. So it's like Division, but it's more like Sunset Overdrive and that, where you can jump around and do things and just crazy bend the laws of physics and all that.
Sweet.
It's pretty good. I played the first one. I thought it was quite cool. I didn't play the second one. I heard it was brilliant, but I'd never played it. They both Xbox.
So that could be one to watch for you then.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Xboxers, look out for that one.
There's bound to be like a new IP that they're going to tease. That happens every year. They bring out some sort of something that keeps you think wow, that looks cool, and you don't see it for another couple of years, and then. So for the games, that's pretty much what I thought would be there.
That's what you thought games would be.
Games-wise, yeah.
For Xbox, right? I thought you meant in general. That's all the games you got.
No.
Okay. Any more Xboxy stuff?
Titanfall 2.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people.
That's been announced.
Oh, it has been announced.
Yeah.
Okay.
They shown it not today. It was announced a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, right, okay.
The teaser. A lot of people are saying it's multi-platform. It hasn't been officially confirmed that it is.
Okay.
Obviously, the first one was Xbox
Because I mean that was a big seller, wasn't it? But I don't think it was received as well as they hoped, or am I imagining that? Didn't it get quite mixed?
No. It's got quite good reviews and it had quite a good thing. I loved it. It was brilliant. I've still got it on the Xbox One.
I think they just said the single player.
There was no single player, and that's what their gripe was.
Oh, right, okay.
It was like Battlefront.
I was going to say, I knew there was something about single player with that.
Like there was a story mode kind of in the multiplayer weaved in, but it was poor. As a game, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was a good idea. So I don't know. I thought that they could go 2 ways. I mean, they might show it at Sony's to show, hey guys, we're on PlayStation 4, and how awesome is this? But that might kind of rub up the Xbox fans the wrong way.
Yeah.
So they might show it off, and
like you said, they could do double. Could do double.
Sure. So so there's been a lot of hardware kind of leaked.
Yeah. Well, this was something I was going to predict, which I think is pretty much guaranteed anyway. Was we're going to get news about the hardware.
Yeah.
So.
Because, I mean, they'd be stupid to run away from it at this point. I mean, it's kind of common knowledge. Yeah. They need to kind of...
Because I knew the PlayStation had one, but of course the Xbox now
2
is coming out with another one, right?
Well, there's a rumour that there's going to be a slim Xbox One as a current state.
Yes,
and a price drop come with that. It's kind of needed. So that's what's rumoured as well. But they've got something called Scorpio, which is kind of like the PS4.5, where it's 4 times as powerful as the PlayStation 4. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
Because this generation is kind of different to normal, whereas we've gone from PlayStation 3 to 4, it's been one generation and done. Well, now they're going the way of PCs and gradually sort of inclining the upgrades, whereas the 4.5 is supposed to be double as powerful.
Right.
So the Scorpio is rumoured to be 4 times as powerful as PS4, so it'd be on par with the 4.5. And they're doing what they did with the new 3DS, where you're going to get some games that are exclusive, because obviously it's a more powerful system, but it's going to play games that are on both, but the old system won't be able to play the new games. So you're going to kind of...
So there could be some exclusive
stuff of that. But with new 3DS, there's only 1 or 2 titles, so it wasn't so bad.
Say it wasn't.
So if they're going to do that and kind of force players to,
Was it not only like Fire Emblem?
it was Xenoblade, wasn't it? Chronicles.
Oh, was it? I know it was one of the like big ones.
Yeah. So they kind of need to go, because they've said with the VR as well that it doesn't work very good on the current PS4, and it's been optimized for the 4.5 or 4K or whatever people want to call it.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that one. Sony.
Well, do you reckon they're going to show off VR stuff?
Yes.
I think they will, but
because they've partnered with Oculus.
I'm hoping that they don't spend ages on it. Ultimately, I know people want to see everything that's coming out, but ultimately you want to see the games. You want to hear what's coming out and all that. You don't want to have them talking for like half hour to an hour about what the tech can do.
Yeah,
it's great,
we know
but
about the tech.
we want to see.
And the thing is,
tell us about the tech online.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
And like with the VR, we can't. They're going to show us the games and show us this and that. We can't see it because we haven't got a VR headset on.
Exactly.
So I mean, like.
That was how I was wondering, like, are they going to have everyone in the audience wearing VR headsets and then have VR headsets on the camera and hope that it works?
Well, because Xbox is supposed to be partnered with Oculus, so they're supposedly going to do so because they haven't got their own VR headsets.
Yeah.
They're partnering with that. If you get an Oculus Rift now on PC, you get an Xbox One controller with it.
Oh, okay.
To play it. So
right, okay.
they kind of.
So the partnership's already there then.
Yeah, sure. So they're probably going to talk about that. Maybe HoloLens. Don't know if you saw that. You saw that last year, HoloLens?
Sounds.
They did a whole thing with Minecraft with this thing called the HoloLens.
Oh yeah. That looked quite good. That looked really.
Yeah,
good.
it looks
really,
quite
really
cool. But at the same time, nothing's been mentioned about it since.
Yeah.
And they kind of.
I just find it like weird that you'd be like sitting at home and like someone's watching TV around you and you're just like.
Yeah, because to you would be doing that, but you'd
be doing all that, and everyone else would just be like,
you'd be sat on the bus like this.
Yeah.
Get down! Get down!
Like,
get down again!
What are you doing? What is this joker doing? Like, I would probably like phone like a mental institute at that point and be like, this person needs help. Like, you know.
I'll be turning up here to do videos and I'll be like storming through the gates, like, Matt, we're under attack!
And I'll be like, yeah, do you want to go back out the door and go home?
But yeah, I mean, at this point I'm wondering whether it's actually ever going to come out. Because, like, they mentioned it once, and...
Yeah, but then... well, actually, there's something that kind of relates that I'll get to later. But there are things which you don't hear from again, and then you find out that they're doing stuff, and then you might not hear from them again.
Like what?
Well, do you want to skip to, like, game stuff straight away?
Oh, right. Well, no. We will talk about that later. Yeah. That's fine.
But there's something which is a prediction of mine.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Also, because it's not hardware and stuff related, one of my predictions. Ubisoft has a singer who sings terribly out of tune at their live show.
Yeah, sure. With the new...
We've had Usher, I think it was Usher.
Didn't they do the Connect thing with Just Dance, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then I think they had Jason Derulo.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, Jason Derulo! And then he started singing and I was like, oh, okay, right. Any predictions with Ubisoft? Like, we both, and this is what I said at the start about one of them already kind of happening. I expected them to show something for Watch Dogs 2 because they had to show something now because everybody pretty much knows, it's common knowledge that they were doing it.
Yeah, sure.
But apparently now you've said this morning they've
shown
announced
an announcement trailer, and it's got a whole thing. They've even got a release date of...
Oh, they're going to release date as well?
Yes, which is November 16th this year.
Oh, okay.
I did
wonder if it would be this year or like start next year.
I was tagged in it earlier, but I can't remember where it was. But I will find it later and show you. So 16th of November apparently this year. So yeah, that was announced. I was told.
So that's a prediction I got right as well.
I was told a little while ago that was coming out.
Well, yes. Well, that's partly why I expected some kind of knowledge because we knew that it was in the making. So.
On the biddle.
Yeah. Sources which we won't say. But we have some inside info.
That's been announced today anyway. Ghost Recon, that's got to be coming out. That is coming out in November, which the beta is going out soon for that as well. But that's been announced anyway. That was announced last year, wasn't it? Ghost Recon.
Yes, yeah.
So they'll probably show gameplay in a beta announcement for that. Far Cry?
I mean, it's kind of become a yearly thing now in a sense, isn't it? Or at least some kind of...
Yeah. I mean, and they're all received pretty well now,
Yeah.
since 3.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but it's not something that I initially thought, oh, I bet they announced that. But then saying that, now that you've brought it up, they probably will.
Yeah. I would, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised even if they announce it now, ready for next year, or whatever, but...
But, like, that's whether that's a prediction for you, then. I didn't predict that.
Okay.
But that's a good show.
They'll probably talk about Division expansion, do you think?
Yes, I fully expect them. I mean, they've already sort of talked briefly on it, but I think they'll probably show us a little bit about something that's come in and talk about it.
They've said that June 28th is coming out, which is the first paid one.
That's the first page, yes.
So they'll probably show that and what's that. A new Rayman?
Potentially. I mean, when was the last one? Was it last year?
Legends? No.
I was going to say, it was like 2 or 3
ago?
years ago now, wasn't it? Well, that was the one with all the music thing, wasn't it?
That was really cool. Legends was, and you can go through the thing.
Yeah,
and
you like make the
whoa,
whole...
Black Betty, Bam, Alam, whoa.
Yeah, I love that you
is-
picked that song because that's... Yeah, there's a story about that, which I'll tell you off camera.
South Park, the stick of... No, it's not
Oh,
stick of.
no, Fractured Butthole.
Yes.
The Fractured.
Hopefully, gameplay.
Hole, not Butthole.
And a release date.
That's the way. Yeah, well, this is the thing. Like, I'm actually a little bit annoyed because they originally announced it. When they announced it, they said it was out March this year,
Okay.
and it was supposed to be out on my birthday. So I was really excited because I was like, I'm a massive South Park fan, and I was like, yay, my birthday! South Park comes out on my birthday. I was like, this is gonna be amazing. And then we didn't hear anything about it since.
I think the problem is with Matt and Trey,
And it didn't come out on.
they are perfectionists.
Well, they had complications as well with the Stick of Truth.
Yes.
I'm hoping it's not history repeating itself in the sense that they announce it and then you have to wait forever for it to come out because they had a lot of problems with the last one and then it got censored a lot as well.
I played on PC, so I didn't get it censored.
Yeah, well, there's people that didn't play it on PC who got censored.
So, but you didn't miss a lot, I guess.
Well,
But
no,
even
but
though you have to wait a lot,
still.
sometimes you have to wait a long time for games, and they're a massive disappointment. But I
Yeah.
didn't feel I was back. I really
Oh,
enjoyed
no,
it.
South Park was brilliant.
Yeah,
I love South Park, so it was so funny.
So I
But-
think even if we've got to wait another year or two, it'll be worth the wait.
I would love to see it. I don't expect it, though, if I'm honest.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. Because we haven't seen any gameplay yet. So
I don't expect it. I
Okay.
feel like Matt and Trey maybe would have said something if... Maybe they have.
no, I don't know. They might.
Not something that crossed my mind, though.
Okay.
I would love to. I would love them to announce something. But I don't see it happening.
Pre-order the game stuff, and you get this new hat for your Cartman. Woo!
Well, last year I pre-ordered and got an elf,
Did you?
like Lord of the Rings
Are you still going to
thing
get that?
for... What? Oh, no, for the Stick of Truth, the last game.
Oh right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I got, like, Lord of the Rings, the elf kind of costumes. I was like, "Wee-hoo." Didn't use them, though, I gotta be honest.
Splinter Cell.
Yeah, this is one thing...
If it is, I'll be so excited.
Like, the people I've spoken to about E3 coming up, Splinter Cell comes up quite a lot.
Okay. Cool.
So I would expect...
Since Conviction, I love Conviction. It's one of my favourite games of all time. I liked Blacklist a lot. It wasn't quite as good as Conviction, but it was still really good. Like, I played that to death.
I would expect something from
If
that.
they show another one, I'll be on it like Sonic. And you'll see that from my reaction. I will be jumping on this bed. I'll be going, oh my god!
You won't be jumping on my bed.
I will be jumping.
No, you won't.
Do you expect them to do like a new IP?
Who?
Ubisoft.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I mean Ubisoft tend to always have something up their sleeve.
Because their last big new IP was Watch Dogs,
well,
right?
No, it's The Division.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, sure, yeah.
I mean, but that did so well that maybe they are just going to focus on that. They've got Watch Dogs 2 coming out. They obviously are going to be working on a new Assassin's Creed, I would assume. They obviously just don't want to rush it.
Yeah,
So I would like to say yes, but I wouldn't be surprised if not, because they've got concrete stuff at the moment, which
Yeah.
if they work hard on them, then you don't need a new IP.
No, I agree. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I wouldn't be like, oh, well, that was lackluster because they didn't. But yeah, sure.
I don't personally. I mean, I imagine they probably will, but I personally don't think they will.
I've put down a new unannounced sequel. Don't know whether it was just because I was so tired and I couldn't sleep, but I can't think of another title that we haven't covered that is a sequel
So Ubisoft are going to announce a sequel for something
that hasn't even got a first game yet.
that hasn't got a first game. That's pretty hardcore for them to have a sequel for something that hasn't even come out or been announced.
I don't know why I wrote that, and it's not literally the last point. Whether I was just falling asleep. But,
That's your last point. Is that your last prediction?
No. For the Ubisoft section.
Oh right. I was going to say, geez, where's the rest of your predictions?
No. The rest of it is in the Sony section. Which we'll
Okay, right. Sony.
Mm-hmm.
We've obviously said about the hardware. The Last Guardian.
Right, I didn't write that down. Yeah. Definitely.
This is a game which has been on and off the radar for so many years now. They announced it.
Oh, yeah.
Great from Ico and Shadow Colossus team.
And they showed it last year, didn't they?
Yeah. Nothing from it again. Then we got stuff. Then we didn't. Then apparently it was cancelled. Then apparently it wasn't. Then they showed it and it looked awesome. The stuff they showed last year, I actually thought it looked really cool.
Okay.
He's like, and then he like jumps and it's like, oh my god, he's not going to make it. And then he's like, yeah, saves him.
Do you know what I thought when I heard that guy's voice? Navi.
Yeah.
Hey, listen! No! A whole game of that? Hey!
No.
Not my cup of tea, I gotta be honest. But yeah, I guess so.
I hope they show something.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't, I'm gonna be a little bit worried that it's gone off the rails again. Because we've got they've showed a bit of footage, they showed no release date, no anything.
Mm.
So I would like, maybe if not a release date, maybe an expectation like holiday.
Yeah,
Q1 for 2017. Just something that suggests they are releasing it.
Yeah.
And not, look, this is what trailer we've made this year. See you next year.
Kind of drawing board like, how can we get people interested every year? I would just show them Last Guardian stuff.
Yeah. Maybe. Like,
We'll keep it going till 2020, they'll be fine.
It's getting a bit ridiculous. So they need to do something because otherwise people are just going to give up. I think most people already kind of have.
Wasn't it first announced in like 2011 for like PS3?
It was a long time ago.
Wow.
It was originally PS3, yeah. So yeah, Last Guardian I'm predicting will be there.
Mm-hmm.
For their sake, I hope it is. Because otherwise,
just going to give up on it.
I think people again are going to just be like, oh, do you know what this is?
To be fair, I don't think that's a shot in the dark either. I think that's quite, I wouldn't be surprised if it was there, Going on the topic of, the hardware mentioned, do you think they'll mention something about a new handheld?
No.
No?
I'm probably totally wrong, but I think Sony will stop with the handheld.
I hope they do. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they go next generation hardware, because they keep trying to put them out and not supporting them.
Yeah, but I would like to think Sony have learnt their lesson in the sense that they did the Vita, didn't really work.
And the PSP.
Yeah, that's what I meant, sorry. The PSP didn't really work. And then there was the PSP Go, which was a bit of an upgraded version.
It was digital only, wasn't it?
Yeah, it didn't really happen. Then you had the Vita, which I think the only game I can really recall coming out for that is Golden Abyss, Uncharted. Otherwise,
it's
I don't
the first
really
game
know
that came out for it.
any other games that are on it.
Gravity Rush.
I know there's a Rayman as well.
Welcome Park.
Because it's... I know there's one or two games which I know are cross-platform, just because
Like
I got them on
stuff.
PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, sure.
And there was a Little Big Planet one as well.
This is the thing with Sony.
They're just not hitting the ball with a handheld. I think, like they announced you could use it with the PlayStation 4 as well. I don't think anybody has probably done that, where they've used it as a controller. Because you wouldn't have the triggers. You'd have, like, one, maybe.
Touch pans at the back.
But, like, I personally think they should just give up with handhelds. Yeah. Don't hate me if you love the handhelds. I personally think they should just...
They've got brilliant tech. And the technology behind the Vita was brilliant. If they're going to go... if they don't announce a new like obviously the PS4.5 isn't exactly a new console. But so if they're going to do it, they're going to do it now, where they're not going to be focused on just PS4. Yeah. They can kind of let that go and do what it wants to do, and then they can focus on new handheld for a couple of years. Yeah. But apart from that, I agree with you. I think they should just leave it alone. But
we'll Any other games you got for Sony?
Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog. I was excited about this one. Now, I've been back and forth on my prediction for this all the time. I'm like, obviously, the big thing... Well, they won't have the first, because they don't have the rights.
Okay, so the first I've written is Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. Activision have the rights.
But, like I said to you, they haven't done anything with it for so many years. So now it's on a back...
Unless Sony was to intervene.
Which they might do.
Which they might. But they would have announced something by now.
I don't know.
They would have announced that the rights have gone out of Activision's hands. They wouldn't, and I doubt that they would keep that secret.
Maybe. You're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. But
ideally, it would be awesome. I think everybody would love a Crash Bandicoot on the new gen.
It's
like so nostalgic. Like, spoiler alert, it's for Uncharted 4, but the little nod to that was I was like, oh my god.
But the thing is with it though, is it a case of if they redo it and it's Naughty Dog, they're not going to, but if they do it and they don't do it well, people are going to be like, well, it wasn't as good as the original 3, and it kind of like...
I reckon they would do...
Yeah, no, I do, but I think that... Is that
I don't think Crash Bandicoot's something that you can necessarily get wrong.
There's 2 games to prove you wrong.
Oh, I liked Crash Bandicoot and everything else.
No. Like, was it...
like the racing and
stuff? No. Didn't they do, like, Activision did a remake thing on the Xbox 360 where you Crash had tattoos and stuff?
Yeah, but this is Activision.
That's what I mean. You can do a better Crash Bandicoot game wrong.
Oh, yeah, but not Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog would stick to what worked.
But this is my thing. Like, Naughty Dog are such a powerhouse, and they're a PS exclusive company.
But this is the thing. Are they such a powerhouse now that they wouldn't go back to something...
They said they wouldn't go back to...
On that level. Because you can't tell the kind of stories that you tell with Uncharted and The Last of Us with Crash Bandicoot.
No, but maybe this would be a bit of a breather.
What's Crash Bandicoot going to be like? Hey, Crash Bandicoot's going to go and like try and do a heist.
Well, this is
But he's meeting this girl who's like is a double agent. It's not going to happen.
And you can shoot an AK.
Yeah.
No. But this is my point that
is it a filler?
Like, yeah, because obviously you've got one team working on The Last of Us 2. So we might see that.
Right, well, here's my prediction. I originally thought they can announce Last of Us 2, and then I thought, no, it may be too soon, since Uncharted 4. They're not going to... Although, I don't want to say the hype is dying for Uncharted now, but you're slowly coming off the fact that it's just come out. Mm-hmm. It's starting to die down the buzz a bit. But apparently they've got DLC for it. So I thought, okay, they're not going to show Last of Us 2. They'll show DLC.
Okay.
However, I have now since changed my mind again. I think they'll show off DLC. If the DLC thing is true, I reckon they'll show off DLC. And then when they finish, they'll go, oh, by the way, there's this too. And they'll have pretty much like the Uncharted 4 teaser, where they'll have a couple of seconds. It will be a voice. And it will just pan out to Joel or Ellie, whoever. And then as soon as it shows them and just say Last of Us 2, maybe a title if they give it a title.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a proper trailer, and I don't think we're going to learn much from it.
No, I agree.
I don't think there's going to be any gameplay. I think it's just going to be this is coming out.
Yeah, sure. I agree with you. But
if they don't do DLC stuff, if DLC isn't happening for Uncharted 4, then I think they'll just have the teaser for...
I mean, do you think they'd have a new IP even?
No.
No?
No.
Because this is what, like...
I think the new IP will come after The Last of Us 2.
Okay. Because, I mean, I know they're working on The Last of Us 2, and they got 2 teams now, so they got one team probably working on that.
Well, yeah, I think they'll put a lot of the team into The Last of Us 2 now.
And they got their hand in the movie that's coming out now as well, so I know they're working on that.
Right, okay.
Neil Druckmann has said in an interview that he's got...
That's the thing, Ubisoft as well, just to randomly go back, I think Ubisoft is going to show some Assassin's Creed film.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if they've actually got a hand in any of it, but they obviously own the rights to Assassin's Creed.
I think they do have a hand in it. I think they've... was it Gilmore, the CEO
Oh,
of
yeah.
Yves Gilmore's there. I think he's executive producer on it, I think.
Okay.
So
I mean, they obviously own the rights to Assassin's Creed, so regardless of whether they're helping with the film or not, it's their franchise.
Sure.
So I reckon they'll show a new trailer, maybe, for
cool. Yeah,
Assassin's
definitely.
Creed film.
But yeah,
Naughty Dog, that's my prediction.
Yeah, I think because I wouldn't be surprised if they had one team on the cool down from Uncharted and that working on something as easy and fluid as Crash, or something not so heavy. They wouldn't have to disturb the team using the motion tech for The Last of Us.
They could just technically have the main resources on The Last of Us 2 and have a smaller team that's not being used doing the fundamental, like the groundwork for whatever new IP they're going to do.
True. Yeah.
They could just have them like getting the building blocks, so to speak. But I that's what I reckon.
Would you be excited?
Do you reckon they're going to show?
No, I don't think that they will. But it's a possibility that I wouldn't be like. I would be surprised. I'd be like, "Wow, this is awesome!" But I wouldn't be like, "I never saw that coming."
I would be shocked, but I will. Freaking, my mind will be blown if they show gameplay or actually give us any kind of story as to what to expect from The Last of Us 2.
Oh right, okay.
I would be like, what?
Sweet.
But you'll see when we do reactions.
Yeah. You'll see us. So yeah, with the Sony one as well, the Destiny new expansion. That will probably be a big thing, I think. Because the Titan King wasn't it? Where they had that.
Yeah.
What's his name? Adam something.
I know that Bungie's apparently doing another one, aren't they? Like
they are this year because the Destiny 2 has been pushed back. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Now this is something which I'm actually quite liking. They showed it off last year.
The mech dinosaurs.
Looked awesome. I think they've already shown a new trailer for it the last day or two.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to go check that out. I didn't see that.
Unless it was one that they announced before and I never saw it. I was online a couple of nights ago and just, as you do, goofing around on YouTube. And I think it might have... Oh, it actually might have been last week. It might have been when I was uploading the last video. And I was just like faffing around looking to see, what's what. And I'm sure I stumbled across one like on a... Like the sidebar was like, watch next kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
And I watched it and it was... I've not seen it. So I don't know if that's a brand new one.
Oh, okay. I'll have to go check that out because I'm really interested in that.
But I'm looking forward to it. I reckon they'll have some...
Because Guerrilla Games...
I don't know if... Maybe they won't have it in the conference. They may have it, like...
Backstage.
On the floor. I was going to say on the shop floor. It's not on the shop floor.
Like,
on the games floor.
Yeah.
But I do think it's going to be at E3. Okay. I know they've actually announced a list a couple of weeks back on a lot of the games that are going to be at E3.
Have they?
I've not looked at it though because I didn't want anything ruined.
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, apparently they've put a big list of what's going to be shown.
Oh.
On the floor at least.
Oh, on the floor. Oh, right, okay.
Right.
Yeah. I don't really pay attention to that because I can't go to the floor, so I can't see what's on there. So.
But you still can look at what to expect to look out for.
So yeah, it's quite cool. It's from Guerrilla, and it's completely different from Killzone as well.
It looks good. It looks it's different. Unique. We've not got anything like that in the minute. I don't think. So yeah,
it's very welcome. It's very it's completely.
It was obviously new, and it got a lot of good.
Yeah, well, mech dinosaurs. Wow.
It got a lot of good praise from.
Do you think the main character looks a bit like the girl from A Heavenly Sword, though?
Yes.
I was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's a new Heavenly Sword, and then it's like, oh no, wait, it's not.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Call of Duty exclusive content only on PlayStation.
Call of Duty, I'm not fussed with.
No, but
they always show Call of Duty and Battlefield stuff.
Yeah. Which linked me into my next point, which was cross-play with Xbox.
Now this is a big thing this year, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that Xbox has openly stated that they are happy to do crossplay with Sony.
It's happened, I think.
If Sony... Oh, really?
With Rocket League? I think you can do that now.
Oh,
I think
okay.
so.
I was going to say, I know that Xbox said... Well, Microsoft said, we're happy to do crossplay. And I think Sony... The pressure was obviously on Sony then to... And I'm pretty sure Sony said we'd be cool with it too.
Yeah, they have.
The parties that are making the games are okay with it.
Sure. Which is what I think they will do with the new Call of Duty thing.
Okay.
They'll show the exclusive content only on PlayStation, and then they'll go, oh, by the way...
Well,
you
I
can
don't
play
know
with
when
the
they were
extra
announced because I don't really play them, but I know that there seems to be more hype for the new Battlefield at the moment as opposed to the Call of Duty.
Sure.
So I think Call of Duty would probably benefit from that.
Mm.
That might give them a bit more hype.
Yeah. I don't think they'll specifically say Xbox because there's kind of like a boom at the PlayStation thing. Not with them, but with the people watching it or whatever. So I think they'll just come out and say you can now play with other platforms
Yeah.
that has this game on it. So yeah,
that'd be cool. Okay.
I'd be into that. Which then with Titanfall 2 as well, I think that could come
That
into...
if they, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Could be.
Final Fantasy. Now, I hope they
Now-
don't show 15 because I want to wait now until release because we're not that far away.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they show both Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15 because Final Fantasy 15 is now out this year.
yeah.
So they need to hype it as much as they can.
Okay.
I mean, they've already had a load of hype for it. They had the demo thing,
awesome.
which was awesome, like the dream, which isn't going to be in the game.
No.
That's a standalone.
Do you think the whole thing where he's like hitting them and the stars pop off like Kingdom Hearts is going to be in the game then? If that bit's not going to be...
Well, I don't know, because it was a dream sequence, so I don't think... Because if you look at the trailers of the actual game, they don't have that.
I've got the other demo on Xbox One.
The one that came with Zero.
Yeah, it's not like that
X,
at all.
like Zero, Type Zero.
Type-
Type Zero.
Zero HD, yeah. It's not like that at all.
Yeah, but they said they changed it since that demo. They changed
Yeah.
some of the battle system.
Yes, they did.
But they also said that this is purely just this kid's dream
Yeah.
state and all that stuff.
I
So
don't-
we don't know how much of that, like gameplay wise, is going to be incorporated
Yeah. I
into.
mean, I prefer the new battle system. It's a lot like Kingdom Hearts.
I
and
really
as well,
like- yeah.
I love
Yeah,
Kingdom
yeah.
Hearts and that.
I reckon they'll show focus on Final Fantasy 15, but I do think they'll show more Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. I mean, because...
Just to get people excited, because once Final Fantasy 15 comes out, that's what everyone's going to be looking for. So you need to still give them a little bit of a tease for that.
I'm not a huge Final Fantasy fan. I mean, I've played...
I am. Love it.
I know you are, yeah. I played 10. I liked that a lot. I played 12, and I actually really liked that. I didn't play the others. And I wasn't really fussed about this one until... Because I played the old demo with the Type O, and I was like, it's kind of cool. And then I played the new one, which is the Platinum thing, and I fell in love with it. And
The Carbuncle thing, I need to replay it to rename. I wasn't expected at the end of it, for anyone who's played it, you get to name Carbuncle,
Oh, yeah.
which apparently you can then transfer into 15. Whether he's going to be in 15 without that, or it might just be you get him at a lot later stage. They haven't really, I don't think they've announced too much about it. I would expect them to show main focus on 15 though. But Square Enix,
This was thinking, they've got their own conference.
they've
haven't
got their own.
which is Monday, I think.
So they probably will show both. Because I don't know
What
what
about
else they
7?
would show.
What about the 7 remake?
Yes, I don't know if they'll show much. They probably will show a little bit, but I think it will be more news. I think they'll tell us
Do you know
stuff
what I
about
was
it.
thinking last night? I'm probably
That there's a sequel to
completely
something.
wrong, so don't be like, but this is what I was thinking last night, right? That because it's episodic, they went, part 1's out now. We might have to wait 6 months for part 2.
If that went, here's part 1, I think the internet would blow up.
Which is what I think. It's called The Year of Dreams 2, right? And this is... I read that last night, because last year was named
Yeah, that's
Year of
what
Dreams.
that's what E3. Not Final Fantasy.
No, yeah, the E3 of last year, the Sony's one was called The Year of Dreams. This is called Year of Dreams. It's a continuation for that, Year of Dreams 2. So I was thinking, like, what could be announced? And that was what I was thinking. If they said that...
I've never thought of that, but if they announced that, I genuinely, pardon my language, but I think, like, everyone would lose their shit. I
Yeah.
think everyone would be like, what even? Like,
Yeah.
I know one of my mates who is, like, really obsessed with Final Fantasy like me. He would... I think he'd
And
probably
I think that would
die.
be the way that they could just... You know, because Sony have their way of winning the crowd every
I was
year.
going to say, I think if they announced that, they would probably win E3 hands down.
Yeah, and they've got that habit the last couple of years of winning the crowd over. Like, it started with the priced thing with the PS4.
Yeah, you start
And-
steady, and then you're like, oh, by the way, this, and you're like,
what? And then everyone cheers for Sony, and they love that applause, don't they?
That's not a bad shout, actually. I don't think it will happen.
No,
but
no.
if it did,
Yeah.
that would just kill. That would kill.
Right.
Next prediction for me, Sucker Punch. Now, Sucker Punch haven't shown anything for a little while since Infamous.
Was it first
The
Light?
Light, yeah. I was going to say Dying Light, but that's
Different game.
that's Dying Light, isn't it? That's what the game itself is actually called, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the
I was like, oh,
hardcore
it's the
zombie
DLC.
game.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's First Light. They haven't done anything since that. Now, I don't know if you've seen, but a month or so back, might be longer, there was rumours that Sucker Punch has got rights to Spider-Man. And why did you do a dinosaur noise?
No way.
If Sucker Punch is doing a Spider-Man game, if the rumours are true that they are, I expect them to show something or announce at E3. Because Sucker Punch are brilliant at open worlds.
And the parkour, well, not parkour, the climbing up the walls sort of things.
I think
oh my god,
they do a great job with that. So, if it took me back to like Spider-Man 1 on PlayStation,
yes,
I loved that.
yeah.
I would expect it to be like 50 times better, but if Sucker Punch does a Spider-Man game,
There's only
I'd pre-order it as soon as they know.
There's only 4 Spider-Man games I've ever liked. The first 2 on the PlayStation 1.
Mhm.
The Ultimate Spider-Man on the PlayStation 2. Did you ever play that? Where it was like cartoon and comic book and you could play as Venom and Spider-Man.
I know of it, but I never had it.
I've still got it. You can borrow it from.
Okay.
And then Shattered Dimensions on the PS3, where you got to play as all
Yeah.
the 4 Spider-Man. That was really, really good. So if we had one that's like Infamous, but a Spider-Man game, oh my, I couldn't even contain myself. Like, I didn't know that. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I reckon if that is true, I reckon we'll see it.
If it's not, and that's hell of a rumour, then whoever cooked that up, you've got some brains in you, because that's brilliant. Like that. Put those two characters together.
I reckon I don't know if they'll show gameplay, because they've not even announced it yet.
No.
But I think they will announce
Wow,
it.
you just blow my mind, Matt. That never happened.
Also, talking of announcing things, Telltale announced last year the Batman.
It's been announced already for summer this year.
Oh, has it? I was
Mhm.
going to say maybe we'll get a release date.
They've come up with 2 things. They've said that Batman's out to start in the summer, first episode starts. Walking Dead Season 3 starts in the winter.
They're doing seriously. Okay.
They've come out with that as well, which was yesterday, I think, they came out with that.
Okay.
Another thing, just before E3. But yeah, so they've come out with that.
Okay.
So Batman is starting summer, so yes.
I wouldn't. Well, if Batman is coming out in summer, considering we're now in June, I would not be surprised if they show a trailer, like not necessarily a trailer, because we've already seen like
Explain
a little
what the
teaser
story's
trailer.
about.
But if we learn a little bit about it and maybe see a clip of it,
Yeah, sure.
something.
With the thing of superheroes, what do you think of Rocksteady coming out and doing something on one of the shows with something that they've done? Because with the thing with them is that I think with Warner Brothers kind of tying in with them as well, I think they'd probably want to do something that's they won't do anything Batman, I don't think, because they've done that, they've tied that up.
There was rumour about Superman, but I think we've already discussed that would be.
This is what I think. I think that was a leak. I think what they might be doing is Justice League. Because if they brought a Justice League game out, end of this year, start of next year, when the movie comes out, people will be hyped because they just played this awesome Rocksteady game, which would tie into why there's been so many leaks of Superman, because obviously
But Rocksteady do take their time with these games.
Mhm.
So if they were to bring it out end of this year or next year,
they might have
tie in,
started it.
they would have had to have started it a while back, considering they're just about to show the remastered.
Yeah, but that's
Batman
Warner
as well.
Brothers. That is. That's nothing to do with Rocksteady. Warner Brothers have
they've just
taken
done
and
that,
they've
okay.
republished it.
Oh, okay. I thought
That's
Rocksteady-
why it doesn't look as good, because Rocksteady haven't actually gone back to things.
Right, okay.
Warner Brothers did.
Okay, I didn't know.
Who
That.
are the publisher for that? So yeah, I think because they could have started production just at the end of Arkham Knight, where some of the team are just wrapping up some bits and bobs, and the team just start with this.
Yeah.
So even if it comes out for early next year, at least that's what 2.5 years worth of production time.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be surprised with that, purely because I think it would just be brilliant.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole thing about with Superman, there would be no health system if they did just the Superman game. It would be like, how could you do that? But if they had just sections where you play as Superman, you didn't have to worry about getting hurt. He's just timed or whatever.
Yeah.
Get to this plan. Get back to Earth before something happens or whatever. And then you get to play as other heroes who can get killed and stuff. You have health systems with and stuff like Batman.
It would be good, like, and it'd be awesome to play as like Flash and stuff as well.
The other thing they could do is Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Now they wouldn't be able to release it before the film.
Well, now see the interesting with that as well. If they just did a separate story with that.
Yes, yeah. This
I mean, we've already got Killer Croc from the Arkham games. We've already seen Harley. We've pretty much seen all of them.
Deadshot's been in Arkham City.
We haven't seen Boomerang.
No, we've seen Deadshot in Arkham City.
Enchantress we haven't seen.
No.
So
Deadshot.
I mean, there's a few we haven't
Killer
seen,
Croc.
but we have seen a few of them as well. We've obviously seen Harley and Joker.
Deathstroke we've seen.
We've seen
No, because
Deathstroke.
in the comics, Deathstroke is part of the Suicide Squad now, but he's not in the film.
Yeah.
So whether they would want to do just the heroes from the film because to tie it for people to
Yeah.
go, or whether they were just going to put whoever they wanted into it. I mean, I would love to play
I
that.
would love to see Rocksteady announce something. I personally don't think they will.
Okay.
Do you think we might see of Marvel and stuff? Do you think we might see a new Lego game announced? Because they've
Because
obviously
they've got Star Wars, haven't they? Which is
done DC. They've done the new Marvel one again. They've done the films. Do you reckon they'll do a new?
Because I was thinking about what they could do next, and they've done a lot of quite cool films where they've done like Pirates of the Caribbean, etc., etc. I wouldn't be surprised if they went back and did something like Back to the Future or something like that.
Weirdly, I was just thinking that.
That would be
Well, probably because you said if they go back. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, future, yeah.
Um,
So I mean, that could be quite cool. But do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking probably Lego Ghostbusters, especially because the film's coming out.
yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, because they've done the DC, I mean, they have done 3 Batmans now.
Yep.
So it would be like, oh, do you want to do another one? But I wouldn't be surprised if they did like a Lego Suicide Squad to tie in with the film.
Okay, that'd be cool.
But I think Ghostbusters is probably more likely.
Because they could probably appeal to all the kids. Because that's kind of what they appeal to, don't they, the Lego games. So yeah, either that or Ninja Turtles or something like that.
Yeah, Turtles could be one, so.
But off the series, I don't know about the film. I don't know whether it'd work
Yeah.
because of the... They've only got 2 films, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But they could do
Yeah,
it
but
off the
then
TV
look at the
series.
fact that they're bringing out Lego Star Wars Force Awakens. What?
So
like,
lackluster.
why?
And there's literally only that film in it, mind. I thought, okay, maybe it's like just that film and kind of like a repeat of the other ones.
I didn't know why they were doing that, but...
They should have waited until episode 9 and then done that new
Yeah.
trilogy. Resident Evil
Resident Evil 7.
They've kind of put that into the wind a little bit. They've gone...
Yeah, recently I've heard a few things about that.
Because they've got that Umbrella Corp game
'Cause-
coming out next week.
Yeah,
Week
but don't
after.
they want to incorporate the VR apparently into it though?
Oh, God. But why? I hope they don't.
But they have stated that apparently I really liked 6, but they admitted that 6 wasn't their best.
It wasn't well received, was it?
So apparently they want to go back to their roots.
Good.
Back to like the way that number 1 and number 2 felt. So I'm wondering if maybe it would be like a top-down kind of view, like they did in number 1.
Just remember something. Yes, well, I played the new...
They want to make it more scary.
Yeah, did you play the Zero and the first remake? I've played them recently. I played them on the GameCube. I loved them. I played the new ones on the PS... Well, I got them on Xbox One. And they are awesome. I've played them so much. I've done, I think, 5 playthroughs. And one of them was a speed run where I did it in 3 hours. Only because I played the first one so much as a kid that I know the route.
Yeah.
I know the route you have to go. It's a little different on the remake, like it was on the GameCube. I had to relearn that when I had them on GameCube. There's a certain route you can go through, and you can do it in 3 hours and get the rocket launcher. And I've done that on both of them. It's awesome because Resident Evil Zero remake. When you finish the game, you can go back and play as Wesker from Resident Evil 5.
Oh,
Where he does all the eye blasts and you can run really fast and you don't
Okay.
need ammo and it's so much fun. It's so good. So I hope that they do it like that.
Yeah.
But they've announced, not recently, a while ago, that they're doing a Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh, okay.
I think they might show that.
Okay.
I hope they show that. I mean, it's viable. It's in the wind like it is with 7. I hope 7's not VR exclusive because I'm not buying a VR, and because we'll go into it in probably a separate video at some point, but I've bought into all these gimmicks and they've never paid off.
AKA the Move.
And 3D. Where's that? Only 3D compatible games in the PS4? So I'm not buying into that just purely. If in the next 2 years
if it takes off, yeah.
it's huge and it's everywhere or whatever, then cool. Because it is everywhere at the
rushing
moment.
into things.
Because my friend just bought a phone contract and he had a Samsung Gear VR headset with it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was you or like my dad or someone had seen. Because somebody said to me before, "Oh, you can get this contract and you get VR headset and stuff now." I was like, "What?"
On your phones, because you can get these YouTube videos. I'll show you one later. There's one recently for The Conjuring 2. I went to go watch it.
Oh yeah, I saw that on your feed.
You can watch it anyway on your phone, and it's good anyway.
Oh, can you actually use the thing?
You put it in the thing.
Oh wow!
And then you're doing this, and it's.
See, I know you. I didn't watch it. Like I'm terrible with horror stuff.
Yeah,
like
so
anyone that knows me, I am a baby. I don't go and watch them because I'm so scared.
Can I tell you a secret?
But
That video I shared, I haven't actually watched it yet.
Oh, you know.
I went.
Were you like not a good idea at 1 a.m.?
Mm-hmm. Put it on. As soon as I walk around the house and things start moving, turn it off. No.
See, I watched it and thinking, oh, this is terrible. I was watching it in the daytime, admittedly, but I was like, this is terrible. Like when I've got because I think it was on the Sunday, so my family was over, and I was just like, oh, they're gonna think I'm an idiot now, and I'm just like, like jumping and stuff, and like I was like, snooze. I knew like there's a part where like this photo comes at you.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, that's gonna jump out now, and it went. And I was like, sweet. Oh, I'm scared.
See,
I'm totally startled.
See, I'm really bad at horror films. I'm worse at horror games, and I did a playthrough once on Twitch with Outlast.
I knew you were gonna say Outlast. Outlast. I stopped after about five minutes.
But this is the thing.
I didn't want to go in the house.
No, yeah, that's the thing. Originally, I went in, the lights go off when you go in, and I was like, nope, that's a whole lot of nope for me. But my friend was like, oh, do it on Twitch and we'll help you through it. So I did. I went on Twitch and I had like a couple hundred viewers or whatever, and they were all like commenting, going, go here, do this. And I was like, I'm so glad someone's here with me because I'm seriously like, and it was, I got halfway through it and I've stopped playing.
You'd like drive to the house, and I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
But my friend played it, and there was a bunch of us over, so we were all chatting and stuff, and she was playing it and looking at the TV, but I wasn't really looking at it. But something jumped out and scared her, so of course she screamed. I screamed, just because she had screamed. I didn't even see what it was. But I was like, she was like, ah, and I was like, ah! I was like, oh my god. Like, I just jumped because she screamed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, I thought something was coming at us, even though I wasn't playing the game, and it's on the TV, I crapped myself. I was like, oh my god, I could have died.
Do you know what? I'm going to say, I played the new I played there was like a remake of Slender Man on the PC.
Are they doing Outlast 2?
Oh god, if they do.
I doubt they'll show that at E3, but
no. Oh my god.
Like, there's that. You should play that.
Oh my god.
Stream it for our viewers.
Well, seriously, I was playing this Slender Man thing, and I was like, and you walk in the forest, and literally someone behind me went, choo, 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 ah, ah, and I was like, off.
Yeah, I can't. No, I can't.
I'm like on the cinema as well. As soon as something comes out, I'm like a cat. So only 2 films that really, really scared me, and that was
Finding Nemo scared me. I didn't think he was going to get home. I was legit scared.
Oh,
I was like, he's gonna die. He's not gonna find it. I was like, oh.
We're not going to seek Finding Dory then, because you'll be a mess.
When they were like, just keep swimming, I was like, oh my god, they're not going to pull the boat down, they're all going to get captured. They're going to leave it on a cliffhanger with Nemo's dad's just been kidnapped and now Nemo's free and now his dad's gone. I was like,
but yeah, you know, the 2 films that scared me the most was The Woman in Black. I can't even sit through it. Like, it's not the fact that it's like jump scares. It's like the whole walking through the corridor with just a candle, and I'm just like, no, thank you.
This again, like, I can only apologise if you've come on this to watch E3 predictions because now we're not doing predictions.
No,
but it's also like, you know, getting to know us.
Yeah.
The memes of John Cena online when they're like, it's John Cena. I never watched it because again, it's a horror film. Unfriended.
Okay. I haven't seen it yet.
I think it's Unfriended. These, like, the trailers and stuff where it show, like, a Skype thing. They're all on Skype with each other. Mm-hmm. And there's one that like types them, and they're all like, "Who is this?" and all that stuff. And they're like, "Oh, how do you know us?" And they were like, "Blah blah blah blah." And they were like, "Who are you?" And then it was like, "I am." And then it goes, "John Cena." I was like, "See, I would watch it if that was it." I was like, because I wouldn't be scared then.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Ah, it's John Cena." Oh, yeah, right. But yeah, that's about like as much as I've watched a horror film lately. It's just
I'm going to see
a
The
meme.
Conjuring 2 next week.
Yeah, well, good luck.
Because the first one was brilliant.
Next week's video is just going to be me.
Yeah, because I'm
Scott's going to be in hospital.
like this. It was too real, guys.
What we're going to do is E3 is next week.
Yes.
So we are going to watch it on the Tuesday.
The Sony one, though, aren't they?
Yes. You're going to watch the Xbox one.
I'll watch the Xbox one.
Microsoft one.
I'll probably... I might Twitch stream it, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know, I haven't decided yet. We'll definitely do some coverage. We'll definitely
Well,
talk about it at one point.
If you do end up streaming it, you can put it on our Twitter.
Yeah, sure.
Or on Facebook. So if you're not already, the links will be down below for the Twitch, for the Twitter and the Facebook. So you can update it on that and let them know if you are. We'll briefly touch on it. What we're going to do is we're going to do like a review of the conferences.
Yeah, we'll talk
So-
about it, what we've seen and what we like.
So when I get home on Tuesday, because I'm unfortunately I do mornings, early mornings, so I won't be watching the conference live. So we're not going to watch or look at anything online. So we're going to watch it live,
The Sony one.
the Sony one,
Yeah.
and I'll video it when we're doing it. Then we'll do a review. We'll do a review video of what we thought of the E3 stuff. I'll then do separate videos, not like proper big videos, just like of the trailers with us reacting. So we do reaction videos.
Yeah.
So that's the plan
From the
for next
Sony's
week.
one, though, right?
Yeah, from Sony. So
There might be
I mean,
something-
after the conferences, you do then get a lot of stuff again from the games floor that they start showing trailers and stuff. So there'll still be trailers going online that will be announcements.
I think what I'll do as well
So-
is the stuff that comes online after, so like, you know, during Xbox's video, say if they announce something, say, I don't know, say they announce Halo 6, and it comes out, I'll put the trailer from YouTube on our Facebook site.
Yeah,
And I'll-
we'll put a lot of stuff on Facebook.
Yeah, I think I'll do that, because I think if I did a Twitch stream of me just stood there watching the conference, it might get a bit boring, especially they're talking
Yeah.
about stuff.
Yeah, we're not
So-
putting a video up of us watching the conference. It will be I'll video it, but I'll be cutting it for just the reactions
Yeah.
of announcements.
Because this year we had so many sales, and
'Cause you
we
don't-
covered
you don't
this
wanna
many
watch a fight.
territories, and we'd be like, get on with the games. Because Sony do that a lot, don't they? They
Yeah.
come in and first time, we've sold this many PlayStations over this many territories, and we're
gonna
only
be-
getting better. We're a brand you can believe.
It's going to
in.
be game reactions.
Yeah, well, that's what we're there for, the games.
No one wants to see it's like, oh, so the new hardware, and I'm like,
And plus, it'd be good if we did that, because if we did an actual stream of us of watching Resident Evil and it's only VR, you'll see me swear a lot, going, I can't believe this is rubbish, what a
Wow.
ridiculous thing. And no one wants to see that.
and you'll be leaving the house. But yeah, so that's the plan. So if you've got any predictions yourself that haven't been announced already, or maybe there's stuff announced that we haven't covered, which you can let us know. Any thoughts, anything like that, leave us a little message in the comments below. I was going to say leave us a comment in the comment, but it sounds a bit weird. Leave us messages in the comment section, letting us know your thoughts and predictions. What are you excited to see? Maybe it's not a prediction, just let us know what games you
know
hope,
that.
or maybe you know stuff that is there and you just can't wait to see what they show of it. No, they won't.
The version trailer.
No. I'll get to that separately out later. So yeah, let us know if you liked the video purely for his dinosaur noises.
No, it was a fox noise, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but also your dinosaur noise when you were like, oh, if I find out, I'll go.
Oh, Spider-Man, yeah, the Spider-Man
Yeah.
reaction. That was a genuine reaction as well, because I didn't know.
If any of those reactions, don't go putting them on Tumblr. Give it a like if you liked it, and if you're not already, hit subscribe.
Tell your friends.
Otherwise, we'll see you in next week's E3 video. Peace!